Howdy, folks.
Hey,
Welcome back.
we're in the top 8 of the Midwest Premodern Championship. I'm joined the booth by the Aaron Dix,
The
greatest
very important
Premodern American representative, worldwide representative around.
I don't know about that. 4-2 today.
Yeah, but you go to other countries and rep us, so
that's true.
You're like our champion.
It'd be great if I won.
We know how to put you in your place. It's different at home. Okay, and in our top 8 match, we have Dylan Kramer playing full English breakfast against Will Hirst, who's a person you've heard the name of if you've been following monthly coverage of the monthlies. He's on the edge of like possibly winning a second one in like 3 months. He's playing Mono Blue Stiflenought.
Yeah.
So should be an awesome match. Ready to go?
Ready.
And
yeah, I think our players are. I just told the judge just give them a couple minutes, so they should be.
They're having some fun with their cards.
They're doing something.
That's pretty good. Will.
Yeah. A lot of Dreadnought today. A lot of
Dreadnought, yeah. And you're part of the problem today,
I was,
right?
yeah. I'm kind of in that lump of Dreadnought players that were knocking on the door at the end. Lester got me on tiebreakers and made it.
Man, I can't believe you beat that Stasis deck.
That was
awesome.
Impressive.
The first game you won. I was like, wow.
Oh yeah, we were racing for the last one.
We were all just expecting you to scoop, and like, nope, I won.
Yeah,
it was good. Are they mulligan already, or are they? Oh, yeah. Nope.
Oh, we got one mulligan. Looks like Dylan's ready to play with these. I appreciate the communication here.
Yeah.
Keep. It's a lot of smiles in the top 8.
Yeah. Dylan's a happy guy. He works at the store sometimes. Big part of the Misty community.
Awesome.
Both Will and Dylan, like, just super awesome regulars around here who are really fun to play Magic with.
Yeah.
Love seeing them both in the top 8.
Dylan was really behind like the Briarpatch.
Dylan works at Briarpatch, and he got us. I was like, I knew he worked with a lot of nonprofits, so I asked him, what are some good ones, and he was like, made a good case for his, and it's a great cause, and I'm really happy that we were able to raise some money for them.
I guess if you're going to be biased about something, be biased about a nonprofit. It feels
yeah.
less, Okay, we're starting off with the Portent, fix the hand.
And I'll look at 3 and then keep him on top. Doesn't even miss the draw on the upkeep. Bro. All right. No Dreadnought from Will. You ever played Full English Breakfast, Aaron?
I have not, actually. I've played against it quite a bit. Did not seem like my kind of deck at all.
A wild ride.
Yeah.
A wall of roots. A little extra mana, but Will is saying no way, isn't it?
Okay. Keep him off the mana.
Will stays on 2 lands, passes the turn very quickly. That tells me he's gonna Will's tech is he has main deck Annul, a couple copies of it.
Love that.
It's pretty great. Yeah, we talked about it a lot. And I think it's a really good choice.
Yeah, I'm still not sold on the last couple cards.
Yeah,
in the deck.
Yeah, I don't think it's locked in yet. I think Annul is a strong case for.
It certainly would be today.
Mm-hmm.
I think I sideboarded in Annuls almost every match I played.
Yeah, tons of Parfait and tons of Mono Blue Dreadnought. More than I thought of both decks.
Yeah, and managed to not play the mirror today. But
Impressive.
I loaned my good friend my Parfait deck, and he's in the top 8 with that.
Mhm.
From the Minnesota contingent, and then yeah, just ran into a lot of Parfait, a lot of goblins today too. That was another one.
How did you do against Parfait today?
Terrible. It was awful.
Okay.
It was real bad.
I mean, I hear a lot of different things on,
Yeah, I mean,
who wins that one. And
yeah, we kept it close. We played long games. I think our first game was over 40 minutes, and just had the answers when he needed to. Wound up taking it over like it does.
All right, so we had a foiled Hermit Druid, and now Dylan's unearthing it.
So very specifically, this is not just FEB, it's Hermit FEB.
Oh, it's, yeah.
I did not realize that.
Where's Mike at to tell us how this one works again?
So Dylan, producing a lot of great threats for Will.
Funny, we've just seen this matchup play out, and Hermit doesn't always seem very good here.
Yeah, because you gotta have to be like, all right, we're doing it. Is it gonna work?
I think they just vision charm.
Yeah.
These two are both like very solid players. Like, got a lot of predictable moves and smart ways of approaching the game.
Yeah. I will say the Madison community seems to be a really a bunch of really strong players. You've got a lot of local powerhouses.
It helps when you have like Caleb and
Sam.
Was there an expected metagame that you had? Like, I know you've come to Madison a couple times. Like, did you pick your deck or tune your deck more on like the location, or just what people have been playing in Premodern?
It was for the Premodern meta, but also Madison. From the results, the last 2 times I've played here, tends to skew a little bit more blue heavy than other places.
Blue and red.
Yeah.
A lot of red, a lot of blue decks.
Okay.
But almost no auto red this day.
Yeah. I saw one Bobble Sly list. I saw a few goblins. And then I saw, the closest other thing I saw to burn was the Pyrostatic Oath.
Deck Aspen and I like kind of assembled yesterday.
Really?
Yeah. We went like more like Pure Burn with just Oath instead of like a lot of the other Oath Pyrostatic Oath decks got more control elements that I feel comfortable with. Better to just go for the dome, right?
Yeah, every time that I've played around with that concept, I've gone way more aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
But I've not had the success with it like players like Flint when he started doing the Colossus. I was doing the Ball Lightnings and Blistering Firecats version.
This Dreadnought is so he just played Borat Shapeshifter. I think it's a really dangerous card for Will. I think if it resolves, Dylan likely can win the game, right? Like,
well, yeah, because he's got the Hermit out here.
Wait, he has the turn?
What are you playing around there, Stifle?
Oh. I thought there was just a combo with those two to win the game there. But I assume no one knows what he's doing here. He just threw therapy. All right, you get therapy, Will. I don't know what he named.
Must have been Vision Charm. Oh yeah, so there you go. Doesn't want to get Vision Charmed with his whole deck. Whole deck in the graveyard and only 4 cards on the top of his library.
Can't you just arrange them like
Right, with the combo where you shapeshifter off.
you can just put a chroma on top or something and
Well, I think if you look at the list, he's not doing the normal. I don't even know. Is there?
I
There's
know
a
he
chroma in here.
can put Tog on top, remove his graveyard, make his shapeshifter enormous, and then turn into a chroma and kill him. I know that.
Yep.
He doesn't really need it right now because he doesn't have summoning sickness. Oh, there's a Stifle?
Well, at this spot, like, couldn't. Yeah, but there's the therapy. Couldn't you just? I guess you can't activate the Hermit and flashback.
I love Phil's answer to his basics, by the way. Just play for anti and anti away all of Will's basics.
So typically, like the way that like dealing like with the full English breakfast is a little bit different. Like when it has Hermit Druids or not. When it does, I don't even know exactly. It's more convoluted. There's like a karmic guide, and
he can
bring back like.
I mean, but he's got the Triskelion. He's got the Devourer.
He can just devour Triskelion here.
And that plays around well enough around Stifle because
he must have had Devourer in hand, and he's got to discard it somehow.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. He did discard it right there.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's why he couldn't.
Oh.
I think,
but I think he still should be able to go up with the Tog.
The Tog on a chroma.
That's true. Yeah.
Oh no.
Okay. Well, it looks like he's gonna sequence it out here.
Yeah. So right now this is a Phyrexian Devourer. He's exiling cards to put counters on. He's responding to the trigger, and he's going to end up making it into a Triskelion.
Yeah, because he's got the Trike in hand now. Yep.
Yep. Game one goes to Dylan. He said this matchup was pretty bad for him. Before he went over there, but oh no. I feel like he's getting away with something here. I don't know. Go to the board. Looks like he's got the sideboard is I don't even know if we can untangle all this. He has a Tabi. I think that comes in. He has a Squee. I don't know. I don't know about that.
Why Squee on a sideboard?
A Gorilla Shaman doesn't do anything.
No.
Seal Cleansing, yes. Solitary Confinement. Solitary Confinement Squee.
Oh, so that's why
he
it's on the
has
sideboard.
another Squee already. Maybe the Squee is just for graveyard removal. I don't know if he's trying to grind out. Engineered Plague, no. Ray of Revelation, no. 2 Source of Plowshares and 2 Enlightened Tutors.
Looks like you grabbed those.
2 Enlightened Tutors.
I saw the sword.
Yeah, makes sense.
Looks like he's got swords and tutors going in.
Do you think the full English breakfast can control the Dreadnoughts, or do you think it should just try to do its thing?
I think you're just trying to have 1 or 2 answers and make them fight over it. Spend their answers fighting over your answers, and then see if you can pop off once their hand's a little bit depleted.
Yeah, that makes sense.
They will deplete their hand.
Yeah. You do get a couple turns. E-turn.
And if they want to win, they have to keep that Dreadnought on the board, so they do have to sit there and fight over it.
On Will's side, if you see anything, I guess Annuls.
Annuls right off the bat.
Annul, always Annul.
Cursed Totem.
I was going to say Cursed Totem immediately. Rain Freeze, nice. Spicy.
That was just mirror tech.
I like it.
have the sweater on right now, there's no way that's gonna fit him.
No, he's got it wrapped around his neck like a
Look,
like
it
a very
looks like they're
posh
on his
individual.
arm. Look, he has
Oh no,
it
he's
on.
got it.
He's wearing it. Ladies and gentlemen, Will won the sweater in the raffle.
That's got to look like a bike jersey on him.
Yeah,
That's not a big sweater.
he's not a small guy. I'm so happy to see these two playing. I just love them both. They're awesome.
I'm gonna go check in on the other matches on
Okay.
the
Yeah.
top 8, and we'll see if we'll get an idea of what else is going on.
It's good that we had one of the Mill City guys make the top 8. We didn't all disappoint this time, just me.
Just the parfait. I thought you were playing parfait. I was like,
No, I loaned it out at the last second. After a 4-hour drive, I just decided I didn't have the brain power for it.
Mhm.
Audibled into blue.
so you're planning to come show up with it.
Yeah,
You just-
and then I passed it to John Cheetah, who's playing it in the top 8.
Yeah. Like he was playing it pretty well against Caleb.
Yeah, it's his first time picking it up as
Uh-huh.
well, so it's really impressive. It
Well-
just shows you how great a player John is. He's always super competitive in the Neos events and super competitive in our play group. So it's good to see him doing well, and a real credit to his skill that he can pick that particular deck up with 0 practice and play it to a top 8.
All right, I'm back with some info. So Lester and Ian are shuffling up for game 2. Lester is on mono blue, Stiflenought. He won game 1 against Ian,
Wow.
is playing, I think, Parfait O's.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ian was one of my losses today.
Okay.
Good player.
Very good.
Yeah.
Michael on Elves was playing against John on Parfait Oath. They are in game 2. John on Parfait Oath is up again. And then Jeff and Blake. Jeff is on Goblins and Blake is on the Greater Good. They are in game 2, and Jeff won game 1.
Whoa.
And the board position looked like there was a Wasteland in the graveyard, and then there's like a Rishadan port. I mean,
Okay,
Jeff's
so
board
he's got
presence. So the
the
mana
land.
denial, I guess,
Yeah.
is maybe a plan, because I think that was a matchup we were considering. This would be in the combo deck's favor.
Yeah.
So Jeff making some magic happen with the Goblins deck. So,
Sure. Which parfait version did you play? Like Rich Shape style or more Mark?
So it's sort of
Cloak?
the list I started with was Mark's list, and talking with Rich Shea, kind of took bits and pieces from both of their approaches. There were some things that they absolutely agree on at this point. Duress sure seems incredible in that deck now, but Rich was a really pro Sarah Sanctum. I think that's been really good in it as well.
Mhm.
I mean, in my whole week and a half of testing it.
Oh, nope. That bird does not tap for mana.
Yeah.
Slow down.
Good old Cursed Totem.
It's so good.
It's really, really good.
Hermit. And Will did double mulligan for this Cursed Totem, so it's might be a little behind if
Ooh.
Dylan can somehow solve it.
And
The
and
Gush
he's
foil
gonna
the Hermit.
Gush foil. Yep. Hard to tell with some of these cards that I don't actually recognize now.
We're so
I'm
used to seeing
sorry.
the same arts over
Yeah.
and over that when new
I'm
cards.
a little,
Yeah.
I'm a little shocked at the Gush foil, considering he has a Cursed Totem in play, right?
I mean, Oh,
in Null Survival.
okay. That's got to be it. You're so all in on making sure these combo pieces don't hit the table, and you're sitting on the Annul.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I feel like the last time we saw this matchup, it was super lopsided, and it just came down to focusing on the right spells to counter, and that was it. That was enough. Reclamation, the survival.
Wait,
Did,
what is Will's game plan there? He doesn't put it on top. Why is he?
yeah.
What?
I don't know what happened there. I think it looked like the wreck with the survival, he put it on top of the deck.
Is it just randomly?
Yeah, I don't think they know how that card works. Be really good.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I like that card a lot more if it just puts it on top.
When I yelled stop. Yeah, this is really awkward. If I was Will, I would just shrug and say, I don't care.
I had an oops I had to call a judge for today as well. I had a little I was played the wrong.
Well, they should put the other 3 cards
Cantrip.
back in the graveyard too.
Yeah. This is kind of an awkward one to unwind.
Not as bad as it looks, I think. Yeah, that was in play with 1 counter, and those were in the deck, so those should be shuffled in. And the Cross and Rector is still in the grid.
Yeah, Dylan's playing with a foreign frozen reclamation.
Those lands should be back
Little
in the
tricky.
deck, though. Right?
Did they? I thought that. Yeah,
I think
They're
that's what he's
determining that.
I think that's what he's doing.
Well, they got Vision Charmed, and
Shit.
Will took the Vision Charm back, right?
Right now they're talking to the judge. I think they have an understanding of what they're backing up, but maybe.
I mean, they should back up both.
Yeah, well,
Or, yeah, a couple turns. I don't know what happens here.
all right, I'm
That's-
just
that's
gonna
why
look
I'm
at,
glad
I'm
I'm
gonna
not-
look at other matches. So I'll.
This is why I'm glad I'm not a Magic judge. Because I would not know how to adjudicate this. I think Dylan just gets thought seized, right? Like no, because like when you have he has 1 extra card that nobody knows what it is now in his hand. So I think the way they rule that now is you look at the opponent looks at your hand and puts any card they want.
Really?
back. Yeah,
that
it's something like that. Because it's the only way to fix it, right? Or that was the fix at one point. I don't know if it
Okay.
still is. Yeah, there was a Vision Charm and a Annul. They both got played, right? Or
and a
a
counter.
Counterspell.
Yeah.
The Annul countered the first time, and then the Vision Charm should be in Will's hand, I would think. It's so messy.
Target's an odd one, but I think
Because I think they used to do a random card, but that wasn't fair. Because there's ways to do that, right? Like like use that to your advantage.
They get everything resolved.
we're resolving.
Oh, we're still okay. I can give updates on where we're at. For it looked like Lester on Mono Blue against Ian and Parfait. Looks like they were in a game 3, so I think
Okay.
Ian had equalized. John is on the Parfait against Michael, who's on Elves. And I came over there, and Michael he's just sitting there with his hands in his pockets. There's an engineered plague, and Parfait's doing the thing. I don't think he's gonna win, so he's already down a game, so I think he's in trouble.
I feel like those lands should be back in the deck, though. Right?
It should be 3 of them, right? Or was it? One of them was a survival, and then 3 of them were lands, right?
Will should get his vision charm back, right?
I'm gonna let them figure it out. And then
Yeah, I'm not gonna butt in. I'm not. Oh, don't worry. I'm not going over there. Say the word.
But I talked to Jeff, and because he was packing up, so he was at Goblins. He was playing against Blake, who was on Greater Good, and Jeff won the match 2-0. And so I asked him what happened in the first game, and he said, well, it was just like a wasteland draw and got the mana. And he said it sounded like Blake drew kind of poorly, but he was kind of used the mana denial aspect of his deck to win the game. And I said, oh, okay, well, like, was that something you mulliganed for? Like, did you know what you're playing against? He's like, actually, no. He didn't know that he was playing against, like, Blake. He didn't know Blake's deck.
Wow.
And so that was really interesting, just how the things played out, because that was opposite of maybe what I would have thought. And so that's kind of where we're at with the rest of the matches.
Wow.
Yeah, I think they made the vision charm resolve.
Interesting.
Oh well.
I mean, I still think this is a pretty
A Psychotog with 3 cards.
Well, and a Cursed Totem in play.
Cursed Totem is the more important one, it feels like. That Cursed Totem is doing some heavy lifting here.
Well, a handful of counter spells here.
Yeah.
Or wait, no, a counter spell, a reality ripple, and a gush.
Exactly.
So what does Dylan need to do? Does he need to get this Cursed Totem off?
Yeah.
Off
He's-
the
I don't
board?
think it's deck does
absolutely.
anything.
What cards does he have that are relevant that can do that?
I mean, he can still cast the Uktabi Orangutan.
Right. Survival's still pretty good for him. Because, like, he can get a Tabby, he'll probably have to counter it. Well, I mean, he's going to counter the survival, so I don't know. But he can do that, or he can get, he can put Hermit Guide and a Crowman into his graveyard and go get the Shapeshifter and do it that way, and then he can get, like, get a Chroma or a Chroma into play that way.
Yep.
So, his option.
Okay, here's the Dreadnought, though.
Doesn't have a lot of time to get to it.
All right, Dylan.
Phase 12,
What's
12.
the answer?
You put them in sleeves. Okay. Yeah, there's something right next to it because
Down to 7.
it is not a lot of chances he doesn't get through this game though.
Yeah, this one feels pretty good. He's got a lot of stuff to answer here. And a lot of cards in hand, especially after this port kind of... He's going to shuffle off the Portent, so who knows what he's going to grab off that.
That's the Counterspell plus Dreadnought. I don't really know what Dylan can do.
Yeah, he's got the counter. Yep. That's exactly what Dylan can do right there.
Yeah. So on to game 3.
Yep.
Dylan will get to play here.
Seems huge.
Yeah. Both. I mean, it can be a really fast deck. for sure. Especially with the Hermit Druids. It does powerful things. Powerful, scary things. What do you like therapies, dresses that you have? Four. It's for therapy.
No duress.
I've not seen them much. I see a Mesmeric Fiend.
Okay. Yeah, typical kind of FEB.
Yeah.
FEB answer to duress.
And Hypnox.
Yeah. Oh, good old Hypnox.
No one can land a survival. It seems amazing for him. Like
Yeah.
I don't like the matchup doesn't seem that terrible to me. But I would rather be on both sides.
Yeah.
I checked in on Leicester's match, so it looked like Leicester had fought through a lot of removal. There was like an Aura Silence and an Argivian Find in the graveyard of the Parfait Oath, and then there's still a Seal Cleansing in play. So if Leicester's going to try and force a Dreadnought, he's going to need a lot of protection. He did have some Stifles in his hand that I saw, but he's staying low on mana because he's facing off a land tax. So
Yep.
it seems like an uphill battle for Leicester.
It's a pretty fun deck to stay below land tax on, though, with all the Gushes and Dazes and everything else.
Yeah.
It's not the hardest thing to do, says the guy who just triggered a land tax.
Did you see Sam's blue-white parfait update today
No, I haven't seen it.
with Gush over Impulse?
Gush seems good there.
Gush and Scroll Rack is nice.
Yeah.
Right? Or oh. We'll get in water. That is the Apes of Wrath.
So this is Will's first mulligan. Then Dylan had kept. Is that where we're at?
Yes.
The Birds, a City, and an Enlightened Tutor at the top.
Yep.
Of
And
Dylan's
looks
hand.
like
Survival?
Shallow Grave.
I thought I saw Chroma and Revival.
I do see the Chroma for sure.
Kind of just what the doctor ordered for him, though. Sort of the therapy.
Yeah. You gotta love anything with a therapy right now.
Like just being able to go turn one bird, turn two, survival if he has two lands.
What is the black card in
Later
his
on
hand?
days, make him have it.
I didn't see it. Is it Unearthed? It's probably Unearthed.
Okay.
Still got the Annul.
Brutal.
So Dylan's gonna Enlightened Tutor again. Is he just finding another copy of Survival?
Looks
I
like.
would think so. Unless he's going the Seal Cleansing route.
It looked like he was considering both of those options. Which do you like more?
I think I like survival.
I mean, if you're gonna win, you're gonna win on your game plan.
The problem is that if you get Seal and you don't execute your game plan from Dylan's perspective, then Will can just wait to get another Vision Charm or Stifle. And
Or a handful of counter magic and just sit on it.
Will is going to. I think I like the survival better because if Will taps out, I think no one likes that. You know, if he plays 12/12, he gets the survival, and maybe he's just a little short on mana to pull it out.
Yeah.
Will has the Dreadnought. I don't know if he has the.
Well, and he liked that Portent enough to keep those 3 on top as well.
Yeah. Skill's gonna resolve. I guess therapy up top. It is.
Except feels real good here.
What do you
naming
name?
Dreadnought here? I mean, like, I don't know if
Absolutely.
I don't know if you feel safe because you have a seal plundering like that. That would change Dylan's decision, but
I like naming Phyrexian Dreadnought.
Yep. Especially with no ways to search up a Dreadnought. You've just got the 4 in your deck.
And the seal still in play.
Yeah.
It's like solving like the next one as well.
Yep.
We're just gonna discard the Dreadnought, so this is better.
yeah, that doesn't seem like a situation that Dylan's unhappy with.
But he doesn't get to know what's in his hand.
True. I think
Well,
Will
there's only like one or there's only like one
Right.
2 cards left, I guess.
I think Will has a foil in his hand.
Another one?
Yeah.
Okay.
That might have been part of the reason that he used the
Yeah,
foil.
I think that was the reason. The fear. Might name foil. I think foil is like
That's
probably
probably
your
the
number
deck-
2
You-
name.
yeah.
Like
Yeah. And this particular matchup, it seems good.
ooh,
Well,
brutal.
give him,
He
give
does
him
have the
something for
seal.
that seal to do.
Yeah. He is cycling his honor.
Robin's salty about new border annuls.
I don't think availability is Will's idea. Given his land choice, I think he just likes playing what he has, or I think he likes tilting people off. So he's probably feeding off your energy.
I don't think he cares that much.
There are certain decks that I've built where I just grab the first copy of that card I see.
You have to seal and pay here, right?
Yep. Oh, Stifle.
Stifle. Oh, I think that was the last card in his hand. Brutal. That was such a good sequence for Will.
I mean, he's still a lot lighter on cards now than he was a minute ago, but
Yeah, but
he's
still
got to feel
Dylan.
good about it. Yeah, definitely. Of the 2 combo decks, if I'm going to be down a bunch of cards in hand, I'd rather be down a bunch of cards in hand with the one with that has so much counter magic and card draw.
Yeah.
Just so much digging.
That seems like the survival would be better.
Yeah. Cabal Therapy naming who knows what, but hitting on an island foil, right?
Island foil. Plays the island. You always get the Gush.
There it is.
Was it?
Right off the top, yeah. He's going to Portent into it.
Careful. Careful.
I don't know if the players had exchanged anything, but they're a little bit more diligent of how
Yeah.
to resolve this matter.
This one looks like it might be an English copy.
Do they have multiple? No.
He has handwriting. That's my quote of the day. There's one.
You don't like Dylan's handwriting? Let me see his. I feel like his is a lot easier to read than a lot of the other people's. I guess
That's still not great.
All right.
In my defense, we took a little bit longer than we wanted to at breakfast this morning, and we got here with 10, 15 minutes to spare. We were going as fast, and we were audibling decks at the last second too, so I'm blaming all of that on my sloppy handwriting. I had to do 2 deck lists.
He stifled the Mesmeric Fiend. Good. No one has mono and castables in his hand. Looks like a Triskelion, a Chroma, and a Great Whale.
Wow. That feels awful.
And a Shallow Grave.
A Timmy's dream.
It is definitely a Gush. Dylan craving a lot of things that he could actually land on board. I think that's a hard cast to Gush.
5 mana, 2 cards, sign me up.
I mean, we did see Inspiration earlier today, so.
A little digging. And starting to get close to Triskelion mana here.
That had to be in the Turbos V
Yeah.
list, right? Okay.
He also kind of has a curve here. Because he has a 6 mana, 7 mana, 8 mana creature in his hand. Right? So one more land, he starting
on the curve.
beginning of his curve.
Getting there.
Does the Dreamhouse deck play Gush? I think Gush almost
No.
Oh, because Inspiration could
It
target
doesn't
a
play
player.
many islands.
Yeah, but I mean,
Yeah, and they get rid of the ones that they have.
Yeah, it also Madison, so it plays almost 0 islands.
all right. Yeah, but I guess it doesn't target either. Like
It's-
the Inspiration is a
yeah.
kill condition.
It's like
for them,
every
too.
soul land it can play.
Yeah.
And Lotus Petals.
Let me hit this 5 casting cost enchantment as fast as I can.
Do you think this Mesmeric Fiend might deal 20 points of damage?
Go the
Is
distance.
that a different artwork in O? Cat?
Yeah,
Killed yet?
that was-
Killed yet?
That was the Betrayers of, or the Theros one.
Oh man,
Let's get a cast. Is-
is that how he tells which ones are from the sideboard?
Yeah.
The different Arsenal.
We were talking that with Adrian
Maybe.
before.
I've done that before.
Yeah.
Sometimes put gold border in the sideboard and black border in the main deck. Save that mental energy.
Absolutely.
Right, so we flash back Frozen Reclamation just to juice up our deck a little.
He just drew Karma Guide,
Does that indicate that
which
he's
would
like
get
never?
him the bird.
Oh, no. Doesn't feel great, does it?
This is
Okay,
this is how
he's
you put it
literally
together, folks.
wow.
This is when Magic's at his best. Is like when the combo deck like super powerful is just like
Oh,
The readers. It was like all I was gonna get was a bird.
Will might be more worried about just like a
Just
2/2 flyer.
4 casting
Yeah.
cost.
Like
Countered.
clock.
Countered my birds.
There's a shallow grave for the, I think, right? I think he's gonna test
Oh,
out with
man.
the seal.
And-
The Karma guy doesn't even help him. It's like he gets a bird that doesn't tap for mana.
Yeah. Just a 2/2 flyer.
Yeah, that doesn't feel great, does it? It just feels real bad.
A 2/2 flyer with Echo
Yeah. For 5 mana.
for 5 mana. It gets a free vanilla 0/1 with it.
What was the what match? It was an Allurin match the first time I was out here that got the bug terrible beats or bug garbo beats.
Bug
Bug
Garbo
Garbo beats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what we would
That's
name this
a
one.
classic
It's-
coverage
It's getting
moment.
that way.
Cursed Garbo beats.
Cursed garbo beats.
Yeah.
Oh,
Turbo Totem beats.
This Mesmeric Fiend is the real
I'm
hero.
just waiting for this Triskelion to come out. Ah,
It's a 6 mana 4/4.
oh boy. Here we go. Survival in hand. Run it out. What do you got? Of course.
Counterspell.
I didn't like
Grant
Dylan's
for
therapy
survival.
at that one stage in the game. Because right here is where like having it
Oh, man.
been,
Like,
like so huge.
Waiting and
Yeah.
I like waiting till
Here's a therapy. You've got to answer this before I can.
Yeah. You
drop
had a
something.
therapy at a time when it wasn't
Yeah.
too much even if it resolved, like probably miss even if it resolved.
You love those turns when you can throw out the must counters.
Dang.
has this Mesmeric Fiend dealt 9 points of damage to Will?
There's
Yeah.
there's
There's
our
nothing
monkey.
else.
And
We found an answer to the Cursed Totem.
I don't know if I play this monkey here either. I think I just want to like double threat or something. I guess he has the shallow grave though, so he counters it. He can really bring it back.
Hard casting a foil.
He's happy to just let that one go.
Is this something you would use Shallow Grave on? It might be.
I think I would.
Absolutely. Feels real good, actually.
Will's got a reality ripple for his Dreadnought.
Oh boy.
He's shallow craving in response to the ripple.
Oh!
Will still has vision charm. Or no,
Daze. Oh man.
Daze.
Oh, that feels so bad though. Not having the days,
On the
man.
bright side, Mismeric Feet will be coming in for good. He drew it unearthed for his take a tag.
Yeah, but the
Phased out though.
yeah, it's phased
Right.
out and he'll be able to attack.
When
next
he's
turn.
at 10,
Yeah.
ugh.
His own mana base
Yeah.
has just been slowly whittling him down.
It's been at the same speed as a Mesmeric
I
Fiend. So
How is he not drawing just a single shapeshifter in this game?
well, does
Okay.
it run a bunch? Like there might not be that many. There's just 2,
Oh, only 2? Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we are unearthing.
but
Unearthed.
But he's at 10.
Yeah.
He shouldn't attack.
I
He
mean-
jumped.
you could. No, I'm like, nothing you on Earth here is good, right?
I mean, you can unearth the monkey, get rid of the Cursed Totem, and then, yeah, kill the Cursed Totem. And then
another-
what else? What else do you
have
have?
another
What
unearthed.
he's
for a
does he
second
have? Does he still have the? No, it's in the graveyard. Never mind. What else have you got?
Okay, Cursed Totem's down, but I don't think that's enough.
No.
So how would this have been different if Dylan would have tried to Shallow Grave like now? Like he would play around Daze.
There it is.
Yeah,
But I guess
And
that just gives him.
that would have been
another
better because then Will might have had to have Vision Charmed it. Would have saved him 12 damage. You know.
Yeah.
And
But then
Well,
Will also would
if
have had
it's-
more mana for like Counterspell or something, or I don't know, or another
Yeah,
draw.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, so Will takes it down. He's able to survive all those Mesmeric Fiend attacks. And then
Just barely.
And I-
Just barely won
it
the
was
race
gonna
with his
take-
12
it was going to
12.
take 10 more swings.
okay, I'll go check and see where we're at. I'm assuming that was the end of the
Yeah.
match, but we'll see where we're at for the other match.
Oh, that was a good time.
Should cycle and Earth. Yeah, I don't know. Cycle leader.
Yeah, I think in that case where you don't have anything else, maybe cycling the unearth was the play.
So apparently Lester and it was Ian just finished game 2. I was
Oh.
there in
Oh
game
my
3.
word.
So now they're
Oh.
going to a game 3, so we're going to move them over.
Okay.
Uh,
All right.
So
Is that the last match going?
uh,
Who won the third one?
the third one, Will did.
No, Elves versus Parfait.
Oh, Parfait. I mean, I have to
Yeah.
assume.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
you told
it
me
was-
that, I think.
All right, so we're going to get.
I heard they'd won the first game, but I didn't hear.
I said that they had a position where the guy had his hands in his pocket. He was- All right, so we're gonna get new players on the table. The Apes of Wrath playmat is gone, and we'll get Lester Smerling against Ian. I don't know Ian's last.
Ian DeGraff. E capital G-R.
Yeah, I'm not sure which seat he's sitting in, so I have to wait. Let's see if I have his-
We'll be all
He's
tall
on the
so
left
fast.
here.
Okay.
I remember those sleeves. They're gonna haunt my dreams.
If they would have switched seats, then I would have had to do a little bit less updating. Okay.
This man said
Ian
reading's hard
did-
and tries to read a porn.
2 Fs? Or is it 1?
I think it's one.
I have it on the top there.
Where is? We not put our names on these?
Some people didn't put their names on there.
Whoops.
It's Ian put Rich Shea as the player, and
Also, you didn't put a name.
I know.
you did not put your
I just
name on
realized it. Like, yeah. Whoops.
We did come
So
to.
he
We
put
did
Rich
understand
Shea.
it was
Bush
your deck
League.
from
It was. Yeah.
process of elimination.
Well,
yeah.
Well, there's this one here.
It's Sam.
Oh, Samuel. Yeah.
All right, so
There's mine.
I mean, I had seen that match. I was so surprised that
Okay.
this went to a game 3. I was thinking that they would have already.
I knew
played
it was
the game.
yours because you credited the Blue Crew.
Nope. We played slivers. That's awesome.
There it is. Two Fs. We got it right. We got it right.
I should have grabbed that.
I'm really good friends with Ian. I should know how to spell his last name. Both of these players. Been playing Magic with Ian. Ian's more known in the vintage circle. A long time ago, he was like a long time ago, he was like a pretty accomplished vintage and legacy player.
Okay.
Yeah, he was playing in my neck of the woods. He actually used to play a lot with John, who also made the top 8.
Okay.
They had a little mini reunion earlier. He used to be Minnesota local.
Ian was?
Ian, yeah.
I didn't know he lived up there.
Yeah, he used to play at Dreamers, the place where we play Monday Premodern.
Yeah, I've known Ian since he was like a small child. like when I first started playing Magic. He played at Lake Country. He was like one of the Lake Country kids in Ocon.
Like at Amazing Adventures?
Lake Country Comics.
Oh, I didn't know that shop.
Oh, the one at Okanwalk.
Okay.
And yeah, he grew up with his little brother. He's probably like 12.
All right, so
And of course, Lester Smirling needs no introduction.
yeah, Lester,
One
yeah.
of the greats of pre-modern and all Magic.
I guess if you want this match to end quick, you're gonna root for Lester.
I'm rooting for Lester anyway because I'm tired of Parfait. I want it to never be played again.
Do you feel like the Stiflenought deck is almost at that point though too? Like,
Yeah.
okay,
I love them both and hate both of these decks.
I absolutely hate both of these decks.
I love these two players as much as I hate their decks.
I feel like if
I
I were
actually do like both these decks. I'll be honest.
if
I
I
think
were going into a tournament and say I want to beat Parfait Oath, I feel like that's easier to do than saying I want to beat Dreadnought. Like I feel like
Really?
it's really hard to. Like, what?
Oh, I don't think so at all.
I think it's exactly the opposite.
I'd be sleeving up my lightning angels. I'll tell you that. Let's go.
Yeah.
Meddling Mage, nice deck.
I guess it might depend on the list, but combo is typically the way to beat the Parfait Oath list.
I could see that.
All right, so Lester is going to reveal a hand. There's
Ooh,
Annul,
that is a
Daze,
hand.
Stifle, Foil, Gush, and Island.
How
Really
good does that
powerful.
feel,
Other
right?
than there's no Dreadnought here right now.
Right. But he'll get it and it won't take too long. And he's got the whole kitchen sink to answer early threats.
Nice hand.
You gotta stop those land taxes.
So we can kind of see Ian's hand.
Yeah,
He's got Azur's
He's got-
Weirding,
well, he's got
Scroll
the
Rack,
tutor.
the Sarah Sanctum. I think is
Yeah.
Take the Stifle.
Okay. He didn't take the Annul. He didn't take the Daze. I mean, I think you could just play
I
around
guess-
the Daze.
I guess. Okay, I
No,
kind
you
of
don't
like
play.
this play because you're Ian. You see this hand, right? And he can stop anything you do. So there's very little chance you're going to be able to put anything together before Lester's able to get his knot in play. So I think you have to take the cycle. I feel like
Oh, now he added a
because it'll
counterspell
just give
to
you
it
more
as well.
time. Like if you were to
Yeah.
draw the Dreadnought.
Yeah,
actually, the more I think
If-
about it, I think it's like huge percentage over any other card in the hand.
fair enough. The longer it goes, the better your chances.
And it's going to suck fighting through all that stuff for sure.
Yep.
But at least it's going to suck less than a 12-12 with a
Fight
whole
it-
bunch of counter
fight it
backup.
for a turn 2, 12. Does he have the? Is he main deck Meddling Mage?
That was game 3.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, I knew that. I knew that 5 minutes ago.
He has a absolutely dead Sarah Sanctum here.
It might like give the illusion that he can pay for days.
It might make his land tax worse.
Yeah, that's true. Well, if you have land tax, then it tests for mana.
That's right, yeah. But it's also a second land in play.
Yeah.
He doesn't have it discovered, so. I am not a fan of the Sanctum. I'll say it.
I've seen some situations where it did some good work.
It's been pretty good for me
Yeah.
actually. I tested with and without it, and I'm pro Sanctum after having played it.
I like a land that always works. Especially in an 18 land deck.
I think this is Lester's first pre-modern tournament. Pretty sure.
Is it really?
Like live one. Yeah, he's done
No.
coverage every other time.
Yeah, and like he doesn't play in any of the monthlies.
Right. His first tournament period. He's just been like trolling the group for like
Oh,
the last 4 years.
okay. Dreadnought on the table.
Oh,
Dreadnought off the table.
yeah, he still put it together pretty quick.
Can I claim as Lester as my trainee? Because we used to record
Yeah.
matches online, and like I talked to the format with him a lot, but I don't know if that's the right word, but
Lester
Yeah.
reminding him that's back in your hand,
This
buddy.
is not good for you.
This is
is-
exactly where
that's-
Lester wants to be.
I don't see a way out for him. God, that was so fast he put that together.
Really
Neither
fast.
piece. It's crazy. He didn't have the vision charm, right?
I mean, he's
no, I don't think he did.
yeah, they always
and
do it. They always do
Lester-
that to you, you know?
Lester drops that second island and it's over. He's got a counterspell in hand. He's got a Daze in hand. He's got another Dreadnought. This is brutal.
Yeah.
Good for him.
So
Lester does have a lot of green cards.
what do you try and go for? A meddling mage, and then I was gonna say, and then lane tutor for seal cleansing, but I don't think you have enough mana or time to do that.
What do you name?
Well, you saw his hand, right? So like,
Except his hand's totally different than when you last saw it, and
well,
the
you
stuff
knew,
that you don't know. I
you
mean,
knew about a foil, right?
This is
Right.
okay. The Sanctum's good for tricking Lester possibly into thinking that Daze is offline. Nope, didn't work.
Oof.
Saw it.
well, see now here's a tricky one because if he happens to draw a swords here,
Yeah.
maybe he's still got the foil.
What's
in
the
hand.
mage
foil
gonna?
with
He's got the
island in
foil.
hand.
Maybe it's
So I think
mage
it's
gonna
pretty
do
much locked
anything?
up. There's an Armageddon, and that's not
there. It
good
is.
enough.
Yep.
And Lester takes it down at 3
I
games.
think it was abolish. Actually.
Wow.
I think it was a Portal Second Age Armageddon.
Oh, was it?
I think so.
It looked like abolish.
Make sure to know that it's -4.
Lester is
keeping
one to
us,
do things like that.
keeping
that?
us informed of the life total.
Yeah.
Just making sure to go all the way to -4. I love it. Oh, good times.
Sick.
Yeah, a lot of counter
Lester,
magic.
only a couple hours ago, was so mad at himself. Thought he was out of the tournament, and now he's going on to our top 4.
He snuck in, beat me on tiebreakers to make the top 8. We had a good fist bump over it.
And Sam dropped, and I think if Sam would have won, he would have been top 8.
Really?
Yeah, because he had better tiebreakers than either of you.
I don't think he was mad because there was an online event that he wanted to play at.
Okay.
All
All right.
good.
Let's take a quick break as we get our players set up for the semifinals. It's not going to be very long because this was the last match. You can kind of check out how Lester had sideboarded, bringing in.
I think Lester's going to win this tournament because anytime there's some sweet, like, playmat or plaque or something like that, he always gets it.
Talking about the PMVI.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
So bitter. I never let him have that dealer deck.
All right, friends. We'll be back in a little bit. We'll get things set up for the semis, but we will be right back with more Premodern Magic at the Midwest Premodern Championship.
I said that just so Lester could laugh about it on the replay.